Cousin Internet. It's me, Cousin Todd. with Mama's Comedy Show. And with me is Cousin Cody.
We're in quarantine.
I mean, with me is Cousin Cody. Hey, Cody, how was your week?
It's pretty. Can you understand me?
No, you got to take the mask off.
Okay, great, good.
Yeah, I'm not taking mine off because there are people in this room and they don't look clean.
Yeah, no. I genuinely bought my own hand sanitizer.
Where did you get that?
From work. No, I'm not wasting it on you, Beth. You're gonna have to suffer your own.
So, for those of you who might be listening to this in the future, right now we're experiencing.
You've come across a lost podcast.
Hey, last week we had a lost podcast.
Oh, good.
Did you?
You found the second episode of that.
No, it was the podcast from last week was from a Halloween like 2 years ago, and it was me, James, and Kenny.
Oh.
And when we recorded it, it was one where we were running late, and I went right into the show, and I was like, "Oh, I'll post that later." Well, I did.
Years later.
2 years later.
Oh, man,
it was
that's
actually, I think, from 2016 because we were talking about the upcoming election.
Huh. I wonder how that worked out.
But for those of you listening in the future now,
this has been a podcast that's all about politics, and we really get deep into it. We also love murder mysteries
and communicable diseases.
diseases.
It's almost like we finish each other's sandwiches.
Wow, we're good at this.
Yeah, come here and kiss me. No. Stop.
I'm kissing your tonsils.
So yeah, the coronavirus is happening now, and
And
we're
doing so well at
we're
it.
surviving it.
High five.
We're
Nice.
Now we both got it. But people are losing their mind. I mean, it is scary. It definitely feels like we're in the first part of a zombie apocalypse movie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I thought about that on the drive here because it was the least amount of traffic I've dealt with at this time since I've been traveling further from Castleberry. It's like a 40-minute drive. It was like 25 minutes.
Dude, you should have seen me walking around Italy last week. It was a ghost town.
You were patient zero there.
I was in London.
Yeah.
And you know what the difference is? Like in London?
Pizza?
Yes, there was very different pizza in London. No, but in London, people were talking about Italy. And they were like, "Oh yeah, Italy, it's rough there right now." Nobody was freaking the fuck out. And then I get back to America, and everyone's like, "I need toilet paper!"
Yeah. And you know what? They got it.
Some people did.
Yeah, some people didn't. I was at Walgreens last night, the night before, and there was plenty of toilet paper then. I didn't stock up, though. Instead, I spent $100 worth of groceries on things I didn't need.
Wait, where were you?
At a Walgreens.
You did grocery shopping at Walgreens?
Listen, it was starting out as I just need to pick up something quick to grab to eat, and then I was like, ooh, I do need 8 razor blades for some reason to shave so I don't ever have to shop for this again, which was like $30. And then I just didn't spend the right amount of money on things.
So you know what I did is
I traveled to London.
Yes. No, speaking of razor blades, we're going to go all over the place. The Dollar Shave Club.
Oh, yeah.
I did Dollar Shave Club, and then
but that's like $90 a month.
No, it was like $5.
So it's not $1.
Actually, I think it's $1 for the razors, but you can get other things. I don't remember because it was such a kind of a meaningless amount.
What's 8 times 6?
6 times 8 is 48.
Okay, great. So I got like 48 razors for $30. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
You get 5 razors every month.
Well, I only need 1 to shave my face.
But you get 5 razors every month. But I joined the Dollar Shave Club, or someone joined for me, and then I ended up continuing it. That's how they get you.
But it's someone signing you up for it. That's how they get you.
Yeah, because it was like, "Oh, thanks for the gift," and then I was like, "Oh yeah," it's because at the time I was also getting butt wipes. That are the Dollar Shave Club butt wipes have a little bit of mint in them, so it's like a little.
No, those are meant for your face.
No, I hope not. No, they say butt wipes. They're called butt wipes.
This stings my butt.
No, it's very refreshing. It's like when you.
Or are you shaving your butthole?
And when you put a mint in your butt, it's that. constantly.
Actually, yes, I do. I do know that quite well.
But I'd signed up for the Dollar Shave Club or continued my Dollar Shave Club thing right after taking a role that I didn't have to shave for, like that it was preferred that I was a little bit scruffy. And then I kept that subscription for like 4 years.
Why'd you cancel it?
I just kept. I ended up canceling it because I was like, I have 8,000 razor blades right now.
Oh, and so if you were ever to have the cops come over and go, is there any weapons inside of your house?
Yes.
They do random checks around your neighborhood.
As they're walking into my bathroom, I'm like, just so you know.
There's 8,000 razor blades in here. He's like, I'm also a Dollar Shave member.
Yeah. I don't know who would go through 5 razors in a month. Mainly because my facial hair is very thin.
Beth just said her son Josh.
Well, yes.
Yeah, I mean he goes by the name Chewbacca.
That's his Twitter handle, right?
Yeah,
Chewbacca?
I think it is Chewbacca.
That's a good name.
He's as hairy as Chewbacca, and he's Jewish.
And he's
I don't know if you guys get. All right, so let me break this down a little bit further.
Chewbacca.
So there's this character from a movie. It's called Star Wars.
All right,
Star Wars.
We got it.
You seen it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one with the guy with the thing?
William Shatner.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where they go back in time to save the whales.
Yeah, with Doc Brown.
Yep. And scene.
Wow, nice.
But yeah, no, in London, everyone was talking about 2 things. They were talking about how bad it was in Italy and how crazy people were acting in America.
Oh, yeah. Well, the biggest issue is that there's no response team for this. That was
what are you talking about? Obama set one up, Cody.
Yeah,
It was like 200 people.
Yeah, and then somebody I don't know if you heard the Halloween episode in 2016 where there was an election because then that changed. And then someone may have, I don't know, let go of the crisis response team or something.
You're telling me someone fired 200 people whose job it was to handle a crisis like this?
You never know when that's going to come up. You can't predict that kind of stuff.
You know what? You're a conspiracy theorist. You're talking about this hoax that is
real.
I saw someone tweet, we went from hoax to national emergency in 5 days.
Yeah. It's someone had posted, actually, I was looking at it today, it was just like quotes, and it was like day by day quotes, like main quotes from
I saw the same thing.
And it was just like very interesting to watch the slow digression of like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I had no idea it was going to be this bad. And it's like, we knew the whole time. It's the CDC's fault.
It was the quote that, see, we're doing the political thing again, but it was the quote that he made.
Which we love on this podcast.
where
all we talk about.
Where he said, I don't think this is political. I think we're just talking about like an idiot. Like that's all it is.
True.
But the quote that he said of the doctors are asking me how I know so much about this. And I was like, that's like something a 4-year-old would say.
Well, you heard about like how they were treating it was they pulled a Facebook group full of doctors.
Oh yeah, Jared Kushner did that.
Jared Kushner did that. Yeah.
Serious requests only.
Yeah, and it was
serious responses.
I have the reason I have this is because I'm working with Jared Kushner, but then all the I guess posts were deleted from that Facebook page. But I mean, there were screenshots that were sent to whoever I forget the who posted it, what article it was from. But it was very interesting. I was just like, wow, this is all sorts of fucked. So it just, I think it wouldn't have blown out of proportion and got as bad as it's turned out to be if we had that in place and really started thinning out and taking care of these things a lot earlier. There's a lot of things that could have been done.
Maybe we're wrong.
You're right.
You know what? There are hundreds of people that listen to this podcast.
And in the future, it's going to really gain traction.
Yeah, no, but okay, like, if anyone has any ideas about cancer, like serious responses only, we can solve cancer.
Should we tell them about Jared Kushner behind you?
Oh, shit. Is he behind me?
Yeah.
I should have known. There was an icy chill. I felt like the Omen was in the room.
I love that movie with Doc Brown.
Yep, where Doc Brown goes back in time and... what was that movie where Tom Hanks played the special needs person? Apollo 13. That's right.
Oh, my God.
Tom Hanks. He's got it.
That's when people started caring. It was like, everybody was like, oh, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. Tom Hanks got coronavirus? Fuck. Now we're really fucked. Wilson. It's like, get the fuck.
That's Mr. Rogers by proxy.
Yeah.
Well, Rock Hudson had AIDS.
Oh, Rock.
And-
out, that's when public suddenly
went AIDS, but he likes ladies.
well, everyone knew.
No. My dad used to. This shows you how different times are.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no, I mean everything is really repeating itself. None of the issues from before have really been solved today. You know, there's still a lot of the
well,
same
we're
issues.
working on cancer.
Yeah, we're working on it.
We're checking our
I mean,
DMs.
what is cool though is like the second.
You got the cure for coronavirus? DM me, bro.
I was gonna say, have you saw the article though? There's a second patient who's been cleared
Cured of AIDS?
of HIV.
Yeah.
For 3 years, which was pretty cool.
Which that was like last week that I was reading that and I was like, yeah, they have tested negative for 3 years, and I was like, and you're just telling us this shit now?
Yeah.
Like I get, not wanting to jump the gun and going, hey, we cured this guy of AIDS yesterday. I was like, but you couldn't have like at 2 years given us a heads up?
Yeah. Hey, we have an idea.
Yeah, no, that's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's like when you start an idea to start a restaurant or a bar with someone where you're like, I've got this really great idea, guys, but you don't want to talk about it until it's successful. But some people start talking about it like
Right.
3 months into it, and they're like, it's going real great. And then it just downhill. I think that's what they were trying to avoid with, AIDS and stuff, too. That's my thought process, and I think it's pretty solid. Thank you. I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought it was very keen and very respectable, and I don't think anyone is going to have any issues with
You
that.
should talk to a doctor friend of mine about that.
Okay. Yeah. A series post only. DM me.
His name is Doc Brown.
What I hate the most, I think, other than the fact that people are dying, which is obviously a terrible thing, and that's going to happen with any virus that comes through. But a lot of our friends, I was talking about it a little bit before we started recording, just a lot of friends and loved ones are currently without work due to all the events being canceled and such.
Dude,
and,
Renette has lost thousands of dollars in gigs.
Yeah.
Another company that I work for,
Mhm.
millions.
Wow.
Like millions out the door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they're being forced by, for honest and respectable reasons that could have been avoided potentially if things have caught earlier. But that's hearsay at the same point. But I have a lot of friends not only in the entertainment business here in Orlando with the theme parks and such, but I also was talking about how I have friends that do freelance work and camera work and stuff, with all the sporting events and stuff that have been canceled and
and conventions and
conventions.
trade shows.
Yeah, and one of the conventions I worked with, we were planning on going through with it, and then we're currently trying to find a way to reschedule it. I mean, South by Southwest was canceled. I think, what was it? Coachella's been canceled. I mean, freaking everything. NBA, MLB, all the sports.
The thing that I think like shook Orlando was first Disney announcing that they're closing for essentially 2 weeks,
right,
and then reassessing. The minute that happened, I said, Universal's next, and then within 10 minutes, Universal announced it.
But you know who isn't? SeaWorld, baby, because they can't fucking afford to pay their employees not to work. Because it's going to be fine, though, because, I mean, they're worried about, in Disney and Universal, the spatial thing. And with SeaWorld, you don't have to worry about that because no one's at SeaWorld.
Legoland is going to be open, too, right?
SeaWorld is closed now? Oh, wow. Oh, well.
Is Legoland still open? Oh,
wow.
Good for them. They must be doing better than we thought.
Yeah. Look at them.
They didn't necessarily offer to pay their people.
Yeah.
Maybe the. Yeah. Yeah. That makes. I mean, it just sucks. Like, and it's knowing a lot of other friends where it's like relying on other things, like entertainment is a huge part of their lives, and that is their livelihood.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if coronavirus was responsible for this or not, but I will say my zombie book has been doing really well lately. Like really, really well. And
since that came out?
Yeah. I think I talked about it like 2 weeks ago on the podcast where I was like, it's having a really good month. Like February was insane. And then March started and I was like, holy shit, like it's still doing really well. And I was at first I thought, maybe just someone read it, like someone because it was always getting reads and it was always selling. Sure. But it's like someone not of note, but someone who had a lot of friends read it and their friends read it, and then it kind of spread out from there. But then I went, oh, you know what it reminds me of watching the news right now is it reminds me of zombie apocalypse. Like all of although I would love for a zombie apocalypse to actually happen, and they're like, look, there are flesh-eating zombies who want to eat your flesh. For God's sakes, wash your hands.
Yeah. I loved so much that there's a couple of good other little things that someone pointed out. One was if no wonder the government doesn't want to tell us about aliens, because if this is how we react to a disease,
Right.
it's like, holy shit, could you imagine? The other was someone had compared this to Resident Evil, and they had rearranged the letters of Corona to raccoon, the name of the city and stuff, and
it was more than that.
Yeah, it was like a picture of like the umbrella where I guess in Wuhan, I guess it started and stuff
Yep.
of like, which is similar to the agency, I guess, that caused the main disease. In
Yeah, the
Resident
umbrella.
Evil.
It's called the Umbrella Corporation.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. I haven't played enough of Resident Evil to know the full story. I've played bits and parts of it.
Yeah, the movie's different than the games, though.
Okay, what are you going to tell me instead of playing Mortal Kombat, watch the fucking movie?
Well, I mean, it is a good representation.
Oh, okay, and you're going to tell me not to play Star Wars, but watch the fucking movies? Okay. What, are you going to tell me to not, watch The Witcher instead of playing the video games? Okay.
I have never played a Mario game, but I did watch the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Wait, Doom is a movie?
Of course I've played a Mario game. I was joking because the Mario movie was terrible.
Yeah. Oh, it was so
Sonic was good,
so
though.
good.
Did you see Sonic?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things.
Sonic was really good.
I remember everybody freaking out about the animation, and then it got better.
Yeah.
The person that voices him is
The guy.
Ralphie from John Ralphio from Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
I forget his name. Ben Schwartz. He's a great improviser. He does a 2-man show with a guy named Thomas Middleditch from what is that show?
Middleditch?
Yeah, Thomas Middleditch.
That's a great last name.
Yeah. Oh, he's a great improviser. He's been he's in a lot of the recent Verizon commercials and stuff. You've probably seen him. He's like the tall, lanky guy with the curly hair. He's also in was it something Valley? Silicon Valley.
Right.
He was one of the main guys for that as well. But yeah, I don't know why I got on that tangent, but that made me think of that.
Yeah, well, your fever-rattled brain is...
Oh, God. Let me put my mask back on. I don't know why I become a carnival barker.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. I was actually thinking, like, I wish there was a way, and I'm sure there is a way, of doing something like... I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the month with Orlando. But we do know that all of the theme parks are closed starting Sunday.
There's rumors that Publix is going to be closing indefinitely soon too.
Really?
I've seen Facebook posts about that.
That's weird because in Italy, though everything is shut down, hospitals and grocery stores are still open.
Yeah.
Because people need to get food.
Oh, absolutely. I think there are still going to be some chains that are going to stay open. I think they're going to close certain ones. I think it could be. I don't know. Who knows?
Because that would absolutely cause a panic if they were like, by the way, everything is shut down and good luck with the food you have.
But you know what? I wouldn't put it past them.
Walmart won't close.
Yeah, Walmart wants all that money.
I will start worrying once Waffle House closes.
Well, Waffle House, I think we talked about it on the podcast. State of emergency. The what's the organization? The FEMA. Yeah, FEMA. FEMA.
Who?
It's the female version of MEMA.
No, I was talking about the World Health Organization.
Oh, who?
Who?
Third base. There was a they use Waffle Houses to gauge the severity of hurricanes. Because Waffle Houses will stay open. And they basically reach out after each hurricane and call up a Waffle House and go, "Hey, you guys good? Yep, we're good. All right." They call another one. No one answered. All right, this one might be bad.
All right, we got power at least back to this Waffle House.
But that's why after a hurricane, if you are looking for breakfast, you can just drive up the street and there's a crazy ass line at Waffle House.
Yeah.
Ali and I posted a video after one of those hurricanes.
Oh, I remember those videos.
Where we were looking for food, and we drove by a Waffle House, and the line was up the street just to get into the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, we're not that hungry.
And there was only one employee there still.
Yeah. The poor guy that was like, fuck this place.
Everybody's getting their hash brown smothered.
I'm going to IHOP's. It's just getting their hash brown smothered. Just like that's the thing that puts them over the edge.
Yeah, nobody's getting anything special. It's all getting smothered.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, it definitely feels weird. Like I was saying, I don't know what's going on in Orlando. We know that all of the big companies are closing up shop for the time being to reassess. Are you starting a fire or just?
Oh, just putting hand sanitizer on my hand.
Oh, good.
After I touched my face,
Right.
To really help.
Get the order right.
Yeah.
But I was saying, like, I wish there was a way of doing a show. Like, if for some reason next week, our host theater Sleuth says we're shutting the doors, so we can't do our show.
Do you have enough space at your place that we could
Like
do?
my house?
Yeah. and
Yeah,
live
like to do a
stream it?
live stream. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I would say do a live stream of our normal show, and people could either donate or something if they wanted to. We could do it as like a charity thing too to help donate to whatever Corona. We'll help the virus.
Right.
We'll donate towards the virus.
We're pro-Corona. Listen, nobody is taught. There are good people on both sides.
I don't think we realized we didn't make that clear enough. We're pro coronavirus. We love this thing.
I think it's got a bad rap. I think that we should absolutely, if we do, we should look at doing something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun, and I think we would have. All we need is like enough space to where we could potentially do it. I think there's enough space in your living room.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Not only, we could actually do a pretty bad. You know what? I hope this gets worse, so that we. I hope this gets. I hope. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to make sure.
You know what? I hope it gets worse.
I'm going to make sure it gets worse.
I think...
Just some... I posted a tweet about it the other day, but when I was in London, everybody was fine, no issues. Mm-hmm. Get on a plane, where you expect on a plane to hear that from the back or something. Nothing. Everything was great. As soon as I get off the plane and get into an Uber, this dude does not stop coughing and rubbing his face. And I'm like, well, this is how I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be fair, I shouldn't have kissed him goodbye.
Did you think he was brunette?
No, he did a really good job of driving.
You just rate him on Uber afterwards, like on the app.
Oh.
Did you even use an app?
No. I just said Uber, and this guy stopped, and he looked cute.
And you left Renette there.
Yeah.
I just traveled recently. Oh, where you finished your story?
No, because you went to Gatlinburg.
I went to Gatlinburg, and I flew last Thursday, and I was
what airline?
Southwest.
Oh, you've got it, man.
Oh yeah, baby. I was surprised at how few people had masks and gloves that I thought were gonna have masks.
Did
and
you
gloves.
have masks and gloves?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I'm just like everybody else. I'm not saying that I'm better than them or anything. I was just saying.
But I'm better than them.
Yeah, but I am better than them. No, I was just surprised at how few people. Even when I got to Atlanta, I could count on one hand how many people I saw with like gloves and masks.
Were they Asian?
A few, yeah. I would also say there was a black family as well that was in it. Like everybody. There was not a specific type of race
in
specific.
Pigeon Forge.
No,
you saw
in
a black
Atlanta.
family. Oh, Atlanta. Okay, that makes sense because of the show.
There was like two people in Gatlinburg that were black, and they were definitely from somewhere. No, oh my God, the worst fucking thing. We went up the reason we were up in Gatlinburg was for the Improv Festival, which was a ton of fun. One of the best things. I would love for us to go up there one year as this group.
As mamas, yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I don't know if you know James Newport at all.
Yeah.
He runs that, and he and
okay.
Krisha are no longer together, but he's such a delight. He's such a good person. He's going through some stuff.
Did you guys have like a good attendance on your show and stuff?
Yeah. We were closed the fest, so like it got a little bit down, but we still had about 40 or 50 in our show. But we were the last ones to go at like 11:30 in Gatlinburg.
Right.
There's nothing really going on.
Was it one continuous show?
So there's different blocks of groups. So like there are 4 in each 2-hour block that they had. So everybody had about 20 minutes or so. And then like there was like maybe 5 minutes in between. Like they had a little intermission on each hour.
You know what Sleuths tried a few years ago, which I actually think was a really good event. I just think it needed to be continued and kind of tweaked. But they tried the Orlando Comedy Fest. And I remember they had Nick DiPaolo. Do you know him? The
Oh,
comedian?
yeah.
Nick DiPaolo was the headliner, and they paid a good chunk of change for him.
I remember when he was here, yeah.
But we did Mama's show. We had like our Friday night slot.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just over the course of a weekend, and there were a few improv groups. There were some stand-up groups. But they weren't necessarily back-to-back.
Yeah.
So you could, it was more like a weekend that had a lot more comedy in it. And then we had the headliner of Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
It was a great thing.
We've held the Orlando Improv Festival a few years, and then there's been a few other like sprout ups of like I think last year or the year before that was the Central Florida Improv Festival that was held by a lady that ran Adlib before that closed. And then years before that, Mark Baratelli, who runs the Daily City, was running the Orlando Improv Fest.
But wasn't that just 1 year?
No, he ran it for a few years because
Yeah.
I teched one of the years. And it's usually like Atlanta has a big improv festival that's run by, and it's usually run by the theater that's running it. So like Village Theater in Atlanta runs the Atlanta Improv Festival that's supposed to happen at the end of April, but it's up in the air of whether it's going to happen. They are continuing to do shows at the Village Theater, but they've limited their seating to like 50 and they've spread it out. 30 people instead of having like 150 people.
What are they? What's the number they're saying now? 250.
Yeah,
venues
with 250. Like they're canceling anything more than 250.
Which is why I think the NBA shouldn't cancel the rest of the season. They should just really limit those ticket sales.
Well, the thing was they were going to do the games without the without actual fans and stuff being there.
That would be weird to watch.
Oh, for sure.
But
the thing
cool.
is, one of the NBA players contracted coronavirus, so immediately they're like, "Nope, we're done." And then the rest of the I guess leagues and stuff from different sports started to follow suit.
Do those players get paid still?
I'm sure. I mean, they're contractually obligated to get paid over that year, so I don't think it's necessarily, not being paid for those couple months. I mean, I think they're going to get paid. I think it's
I worry about them though, because I mean,
oh god, yeah.
I have so many friends who they miss one paycheck and they're fucked. Can you imagine being an NBA player and you miss the rest of a season?
You have to turn in your Bugatti. Oh, God, fuck my Ferrari. I just imagine they all have the same cars. Yeah, I mean, I get that. It's like they have so much money. I think they'll be fine. They make more an hour than I do in a year, probably.
Yeah, or at least in a game.
Yeah, at least in a game.
I used to do a joke at Sleuths where, and I think there are people that still use the joke.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
But I used to do this joke where it was, wait, let me bring him up. Where it was an amount of money, and it was like $50 million. That's more than I make in a year.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, but hey, Cousin Ali is here.
Hey!
Oh wait, why can't I hear you?
Because it's far away.
Oh, you have to turn your.
I turned it on.
You turned it on.
Is it? I don't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Talk.
Hello.
Oh, now I hear
What's
you.
up, everybody?
Yeah, you're good.
Yay.
So we were just talking about how we're all going to die of coronavirus.
Yes, I just did a show at Sleuths, and lots of changes in the show so that we make sure that.
Oh, sure, Ollie, you can have some of my hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Did I ask? I don't remember asking.
Oh no, you didn't. But that was why I said yeah, it was fine.
Oh, we were talking about this. If Orlando continues to shut down,
Yes.
and our show next week gets canceled.
Uh-huh.
If you're not sick, do you want to come over to my house and we'll live stream a show from my living room?
That sounds like a no.
That sounds fun. I think that'd be fun. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because we were talking about
He hesitated for a while.
Yeah,
though.
he did.
Well, no, I was thought maybe I might have a gig.
Oh.
Like, what am I doing next Friday?
Yeah,
I might have a gig.
I'm thinking if we get canceled, you probably don't have a gig.
Yeah. Yeah,
So.
I thought it'd be fun in like maybe raise money for the virus.
Yeah. We're
is what
trying to-
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
virus. Everyone's trying to kill the virus. And no one ever asks how the virus is doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always
know?
say
Or what's the origin
what
of
is-
the virus?
What's the origin? But they never say how is the origin of the
Yeah.
virus.
Exactly.
It's
and
really
that's not cool.
sad.
Yeah.
It's not
His
cool.
parents were killed in an alley.
Oh, no, you're thinking of Superman.
Oh,
Yes.
you're right.
Yes.
With
Yes.
Superman with Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And a
All right.
candlestick.
all right, we have to wrap it up. But
Just
But I
in
just
time.
got here.
yeah, I know. So that's why it's weird to start with you, Ali.
Yes.
What did you learn tonight?
I learned that it doesn't matter what you do for the first half hour of this as long as you come at the end.
All right. Cody, what did you learn tonight?
I learned apparently you have to see the movies instead of just playing the video games.
And I learned something tonight too. I learned. Ali, I'm trying to be serious for a second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I learned that
Can you take off the clown wig for a second? Then?
no, it's part of my costume. I learned that when you have a disease that is global like this and it's running rampant, the important thing to do is make sure you fire the 200 people who were put in place to help protect the country. That's
From this.
That's it. All right, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Maybe. Follow us on. Now we're down. Rub your eyes and touch this.
The
curtain.
first Mexican to get it.
Dude, for real. While I was in London and they were talking about how crazy America was, I said, I guarantee you, the first Mexican that has coronavirus, Trump is going to go. You see, a wall. And I was
Yeah.
waiting for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here every Friday night. Call 473-631-985 to make a reservation. You can find me, Todd, on Twitter at Todders, or you can find me on Snapchat, Duty Poo Poo, or Xbox Live, Duty Poo Poo. Instagram, Todders. Ali, where are you?
Comedic actor on Instagram and Snapchat. Comedic actor Ali on Twitter. Actor Dad on Facebook. A. Ali Flores on Bumble, Tinder.
Bimbo.
Bimble.
Bimble.
PleaseFuckTheMexican.com. You can find me there too.
Quickly, buy that name.
That's so good.
Buy it.
I think it's a Pornhub thing already. You can find me bunkered away in my studio apartment.
Apartment
Or-
D?
Par-
D's nuts!
Oh, dude, you got me. My favorite TikTok I've seen recently was this guy goes up to a Wendy's drive-thru and he goes, "Hey, ma'am, you like Wendy's?" She goes, "Yeah, I like Wendy's." And he's like, "Wendy's nuts drag across your face." She goes, "Oh my God, what?" Anyways, you could find me on Instagram, Shrubzy, SHRUBZY, and I also play on Xbox, so the same thing. So you should do that, or find me.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, wherever I am,
Just
find me.
All right, hold on. Keep talking because I'm going to try to find if
Yeah,
that
so then
website is
also,
taken.
if other things don't get canceled, I'll be in the Orlando Fringe Festival if that doesn't cancel.
That doesn't get canceled.
They're working on keeping that going, but that's up in the air still. But I am in a show called The Little Merlineal. Yeah, it is a play on The Little Mermaid. Should be a lot of fun. That is, again, if the Fringe Festival doesn't get canceled.
PleaseFuckThisMexican.com is available.
Hey!
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye!
Goodbye.